Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting stories in the Bible. David and the giant Goliath. You've probably heard it before, but what if I told you that this story isn't just about David, but mostly about you? Once upon a time, there were two armies, the army of the Israelites and the army of the Philistines. And every morning, a huge, terrifying giant would step forward. His name was Goliath. He was as tall as a tree and as strong as a lion. His voice thundered and roared. Goliath shouted lies at the Israelites. He made them afraid. He said,
"I am the strongest! No one can defeat me! You are weak and worthless! Your God cannot help you!"
What a scary voice, so loud and angry. Now here's the secret to this story. Goliath isn't just that giant from long ago. Goliath is a picture of the lies we sometimes believe. Lies that whisper in our minds and say, "You're not good enough. You can't do that. God doesn't really love you." Or, "You have to do this, otherwise you're not a good child." Those lies tell you a full story about who you are, and they try to scare you, just like Goliath scared the soldiers. They say, "You have to work hard to earn love. You have to do this and that to be good." But that's not true at all. Those lies slander God because they say God isn't enough and that you aren't enough just as you are. But then, a young shepherd boy named David arrived. He was still small, and no one took him seriously. David was on his way to bring something special to his brothers, who were in the army: bread and wine. Bread and wine in the Bible are a special sign of Jesus. Jesus teaches us the truth about who God is and about who you are. And David is also a picture of Jesus. He's not just a hero from back then, but through David we learn about Jesus. So David is actually bringing Jesus to his brothers, to you and me. David heard Goliath's lies, and he said, "How dare that giant insult God and his people with all those lies?" All the soldiers were afraid, but David wasn't afraid because he knew who God was. And he also knew who he himself was in God. He knew that he was one with God. So David said, "Let me fight this giant. The Lord who saved me from the claws of lions and bears will save me from this giant." The soldiers tried to put heavy, big armor on David. But David said, "No, this doesn't suit me." He didn't need a sword or shield like the others. He walked to a nearby brook and took 5 smooth stones from the water. David alone represented the entire army of the Israelites. David shows us that each of us must defeat our own inner giant with the power of God's truth. After picking up the stones, David walked toward Goliath. Goliath laughed even harder.
"Come on, little boy! What do you want to do with those pebbles? Ha 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 ha!"
But David said, "You come to me with a sword and a spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts." That means, I come to you with the truth and the power of God himself. He didn't say, "I am the strongest." He said, I am one with the strongest. And then it happened. David didn't run away. He slung one stone, and bam! The stone hit Goliath right on his forehead. The giant fell down, defeated. Goliath was defeated, not by brute strength, but by truth. The truth that God is the Most High, and that David, as a son of God, was invincible. And guess what? You are, just like David, a son or daughter of the Most High. You are, just like Jesus, the truth that defeats the lie. Goliath, the lie, can do nothing to you when you know who you really are in God. You are one with God. That is the truth. So the next time a Goliath lie enters your mind saying, "You're not smart enough," or "You're not kind enough," remember this story. Remember that David is Jesus, the truth, and you are just like him. You are a winner. You are a son or daughter of God, full of His power and love. And that truth is stronger than any lie.